been on my name particularly. And I'm like, maybe I have a couple shots. But it just, I have to yeah, well, I get turned everything straight so I already know that's the regular so I can't too much and I just stop which I know better than I should have so she's like,
but you have to stay alive too, Christina.
He goes, didn't you drink? I'm like, yeah, but well, look at that. For the new generation, they don't know that. Oh, there's Serena.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 12th Annual Commencement Ceremony at Cypress Charter High School. My name is Grace Townsend. I'm a junior here at Cypress, and I've been bestowed with the honor of being your host for today's event. Before we proceed, please take a moment to silence your technology, put away your cell phones, and tuck all devices away for the next 90 minutes so you can fully enjoy the ceremony. All guests and graduates are invited to stay on campus for refreshments following the ceremony. At this time, I ask that you please rise for the singing of the national anthem by Aaron Clegg and Mariah Silva.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You makes it, yeah. Every year, the Cypress Parent Association graciously awards seniors with scholarship money to pursue their goals after high school. Parent Donna Cedarlund Jones will announce this year's winners.
Hello, and congratulations to our graduates. I had the honor this year of heading up the Parent Club, or as we are now officially known, the Cypress Public Charter Parent Club. We had to do that legally when we changed our bank account. And I ended up doing that pretty much because I was the one who kept asking all the questions. Shouldn't we be doing this? Shouldn't we be doing this? Isn't it time for this? And kind of ended up in charge of it as that kind of happens. So, very honored to be able to present to our seniors a scholarship which comes from the money that all of the parents worked hard to raise over the last several years. Every year we do this, and there's only a small process that the seniors have to go through in order to get the scholarship. Or as we say, it's kind of free money, you just have to talk to us, okay? We put together a small panel of parents, usually 3 or 4 people, and we have each senior come in. They had filled out a form with 2 questions. And we ask them those questions when they come in. The first one is, what most impacted you about your experience at Cypress? And what are your plans for the future? In other words, how are you going to spend the money we give you? And I have to tell you, overwhelmingly, the answer to the first question was the community of Cypress, the friendliness, the respect between the students, the trust with the teachers. These are things that, if you have experience with other public schools, you probably have never heard. That's the reason why we are here at Cypress, because this is a community that has been built by all of us. It is inclusive, it is tolerant, it is patient, and I have to tell you, it is the nicest group of people I have met. So, with that, I'm going to announce the names of the people who have received the scholarship this year, and I'll have you stand up, and then after the ceremony, we'll give you your envelope with your certificate and check. Brandon Allen. Justin Puccin, Kieran Farley, Samantha Gilbert, Phoebe Gross. Stay standing, you guys. Taylin Gwindon, Harrison Hamid Gerwin, Eva Hunt, Tatiana Iskowski, Sequoia C. Jones, Charlie Koffler, Lucy Larson, Olivia Markle, George Martisius, Stuart Miller, Maddie Partita, Michelle Pearson, Nicole Plaskett, Chloe Pryor, Jack Smetana Hansen, Tate Smith, Rose Tyler, and Kieran Wright. Congratulations. There's one other thing I have to say. When they were talking about their plans for the future, I have to say, I have such hope in humanity because these young people have amazing plans. Even if they don't know specifically what they're going to do, they have passion for learning. And they know that that's what happens in life. You learn things, you move on, you explore, and I am so proud. Thank you.
There are several graduates who are being awarded local scholarships this year. Miss Megan Tresham will announce the scholarship recipients.
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited to announce the winners of a few local scholarships this year. So first off, being honored by the Santa Cruz Host Lions Club for his commitment to service to his community is Mr. Kieran Farley. And being honored by the Daughters of the American Revolution, just for being an all-around awesome human, is Phoebe Gross. All right, so I get the fun job of announcing these next 4 scholarships. So as many of you know, our beloved Mr. Forster retired last year, and so he's not very good at being retired though, guys. I'm sorry to say. He's, had to find another job right away. So last year the staff got together and we wanted to find a way to honor Mr. Forster and more importantly honor the traits that he embodies that we felt were really vital to the success of Cypress High School. And so as a staff this year we came together and we really focused on those 4 qualities of Mr. Forster's that we think really are the true spirit of Cypress, and then we're going to acknowledge 4 students that we think best embody those traits. But first off, in the spirit of Mr. Forster, in fact, he brought these, so he would make sure that I did this. All right. So, our first Spirit of Cypress recipient will be recognized for their outstanding leadership. This student has pushed themselves to do things outside their comfort zone in the spirit of leadership for the Cypress community, and lately in the larger community as well. This student leads with quiet confidence and is consistent and reliable. Any task presented to them is completed thoughtfully and thoroughly. They've taken initiative to step into leadership roles and have become the go-to student when staff has an idea or a project that needs implementing. I am honored to recognize Kara Ledig for the Leadership Award. right, so leadership, number 1. Number 2, the second recipient of the Spirit of Cypress Scholarship is being recognized for his service to the Cypress community. This student is always at the ready to take on any request or challenge presented. He's the first one we call on when our computers are acting weird or the Promethean board won't project the day's lesson. He keeps our technology in order and is an exceptional using a label maker. Thankfully, he's going to be working for the school district in the fall, so we can continue to call his name frantically when we need help. Kieran Farley. All right, humor. Our next student is being recognized for his joyful sense of humor while maintaining the ability to get along with everyone. Other students in this cohort might have specialized more in the Cypress tradition of bad puns, a la Mr. Forrester, but this student's humor was special in its kindness and sophistication, and it's never at anyone's expense. He's been cracking us all up with his thoughtful observations since the first time he came to Cypress. George Martitius. All right, and lastly, this final student is being recognized for their kindness and their ability to cross boundaries and connect with diverse groups of students with an open heart. According to Mr. Parker, the student tried her best to be mean to him this year, but just couldn't do it convincingly. She just doesn't have it in her. She's got an open mind, a kind heart, and empathy for everyone and everything. Rose Tyler. Your checks are taped to the back, don't lose them.
Today we will hear from many Cypress graduates, beginning with Justin Bouchine.
Can you hear me? When I first came to Cypress, I just had moved away from the place that was my home for most of my life, Reno, Nevada. Not Nevada, as most people call it. When I first came here, I was pretty bitter at the fact that I had to leave everyone that I knew for so many years. And even like the first day, I refused to talk to anyone. I didn't do anything. I didn't want to participate. And, you know, I happened to make an offhand comment about somebody online that I watch. And a certain someone came up to me after that class and mentioned that I watched them. And me and him started talking more, and a similar thing happened to another person. I was watching a video in math class while working on a project. And I was working, and he noticed and mentioned it, and these two have been great friends to me for the past 4 years, both Jack Smetana, Hanson, so used to calling him only by like the first one, and Nate Livingston. It also helps that all of the teachers here have been such a great support and very kind throughout these past 4 years. I would like to thank Miss Neer, Miss Rankin, Tony, and Miss Merrifield specifically for how they supported me. and also Mr. Parker for his amusing banter during most of his classes. So I would just like to thank You were right, Rose, it was going to fall off. I would like to thank Cypress for having me here these 4 years and accepting me, even though this is the first time I've been back living in California since I was young. Thank you.
Hi. My name's Lucy. Generally, I don't like to be categorized, but if there's anything you could say about me, you could definitely say that I'm a wing it person. So, I know I was supposed to come up here and say something inspiring. I'll probably just go on a rant or something like that. I think I want to talk about the thing that I learned that's most important to me here at Cypress after, of course, I thank my family for coming out. Shout out to my dog, Persephone. Couldn't be here today. No dogs on campus, unfortunately. Shout out to the school also. Cypress is truly a blessing. These teachers were all blessings to me. They're all my friends. We're all friends with our teachers here. You just don't get that at the big schools. But if there's anything I didn't like about my educational experience, besides the obvious, standardized testing, ABCD, bubble in your gender stuff. No, Tony, I'm not going to bash the public education system, don't worry. But it's we're always waiting. From an early age, we're cast to anticipate the next big thing. We're plopped in preschool to prepare us for elementary school, where we learn the basic skills necessary to succeed in middle school, an institute whose sole purpose is to prepare us for high school. And we're finally here. We're in high school. We're even graduating high school, except now that we're here at that place, we're not. Because now that we're in high school, we're hit with things like, oh, I'm not going to accept your late paper because that's not how it works in college, or, oh, your tests are going to be worth a lot in this class so that weighted test scores don't come as a shock to you in college, which is great, of course. But then we get to college, and we're working and working towards this degree that we're going to use in our career. And then we're in that career, I don't know, maybe you end up selling insurance or something, and you've got to make that quota. You've got this quota to make selling insurance, and you're getting these paychecks, and you're going to put them into your 401k and Social Security so one day you can retire. And then what? Does anybody else not see the disconnect here? So I guess this is going pretty well. I'm pretty proud of myself. In Taoism, we say that life is supposed to be enjoyed like music. The point of a song isn't to get to the end, or as Alan Watts would say, the best composers would be the ones who played fastest. You don't go to a concert to see the finale. We're always waiting for the perfect time to do anything. Maybe one day you're sitting in your retirement home and you realize maybe life was a song and we were supposed to dance while the music was being played. Or you're waiting for the perfect moment to tell that person how you feel, or you're waiting for your wave in the set. You don't want to drop in on this one because the next one might be even bigger. But if you do that, you're never going to catch one. So I guess that brings me back to the most important thing that I learned here at Cypress, and that's don't wait, because the time will never be just right. Lucy out.
Hey everyone, I don't know how to start this, and Miss Nicholson only gave me 200 to 300 words, so here goes nothing. It's short and sweet. Being at Cypress has changed my whole perspective on high school. I feel it's safe to say we're all here because high school hasn't been the best for us. I've learned so much about people and real-world problems rather than just the Pythagorean theorem. I've learned how to make friends, but also the corresponding angles. Right, Miss Cooper? I'm starting to run out of words, so get ready for the thank you part. First, I want to thank my dad. We did it, just me and you without Mom. I love you. Next, I want to thank all my crazy aunts, Sarah and Grammy, for being by my side and giving me the motherly figure I've always had. I want to thank my boyfriend, James. You've had my back for the anxious first days of senior year and been there through the stressful end. helping me stay focused when I wanted to give up most. And for the rest of my family, know I love you so much. There's just too many of you and not enough words to mention, but I love you so much. Lastly, thank you, Cypress. I came here not knowing a single person, and I had 3 new friends by the end of my first period. I felt like I'd been here for all 4 years. I lost my spot. Being in a big public school and the captain of the cheer squad will never amount to the 1.5 years I've had here, and I wouldn't trade this experience for anything in the world. That's 297 words. I ran out. Sorry.
Hi, great to see you all on this beautiful Santa Cruz day. When I came to Cypress, I didn't think that I could succeed. I didn't have confidence in myself, and I didn't have confidence in the education system that hadn't shown me very much support, acknowledgement, or understanding. I thought I'd never be able to relate to the kids who spent 4 years at big public high schools with all the same kids they'd known since kindergarten and crammed into overcrowded classrooms for 8 hours a day, but we have one thing in common with them here at Cypress. We have a huge sense of community. We know all of our classmates and all of our teachers, and they know us. We respect each other and have the support and encouragement we need to grow in our own time and in our own space. At J.K. Rowling's Harvard graduation, she said, "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." I think more than anything, Cypress has helped me imagine better, and I can't put into words how grateful I am to the faculty here and to everyone else who's helped me be successful in my life over the past few years and beyond. I'd especially like to thank my Nana, whose strength and love has helped me make me who I am, and to my brother Stu, who's always been there for me when I needed him. Thank you, Cypress, and congratulations, class of 2017. Hello. I have my speech on my phone. Okay. So last year at graduation, I came and I listened to the seniors giving their speeches about life and high school and the future. And I stopped and I thought about if I was to give a speech right now, what would it be like? And like discussing my life over the last 4 to 12 years, what would it look like? And I realized that it'd be kind of a depressing story. I haven't had a horrible life, but I have had challenges that I've had to deal with, and I haven't always dealt with them well, or as well as I could have. So I decided that I would make this year a good one. So when I got up on this stage to tell you my speech and say my piece, it would be a success story. Now that I'm here, I still don't think I've been as successful as I wanted to be, but I think I haven't done that bad. The thing I'm happiest about is how many things that I've learned this year. I probably learned the most this year than any other years in my life, besides like the first 3. Because I learned to walk and talk, smile and breathe, recognize my parents, recognize myself, and live, for goodness sake. But when I really think about it, I've actually learned all of those things this year too. I don't think I've ever stopped learning these things. Now I walk with better posture. Now I know when my words don't do enough and a closed mouth can say more. Now I let myself smile even if I think I look dorky when I do. I know how to stop myself when I feel overwhelmed and let myself just be for a while. I can now see that my parents know a lot more than they did 3 years ago, and I know a lot less. I learned that I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am good enough, and now I know how to keep living. Some other things I've learned are that I can't control other people, even though I really wish I could. I can't, but I can control myself, and that's enough. I learned that other people don't always think logically, they don't always try to solve problems when they are created, and they rather let them sit and stew. The world isn't always an accepting place, but that doesn't mean it can't be. If I don't like the way something is, I can change it. I know how to ask for help when I need it. And I don't think that I could have learned all of this anywhere else than Cypress. I'm so grateful to the school because it has given me so much, and I've really found myself as a person, and I've also found how I fit into the world. And this place is just so amazing. Last year when I came here, the first 2 months, I felt like I was at camp. And I kept thinking, like, I'm going to wake up someday and have to go back to Scotts Valley. But that didn't happen, and I'm really glad because this place is so great. And I just love all the people here, and I'm so glad that I've been able to be a part and been able to give back to the community. And I love you all so much, and all the teachers have been so helpful and, like, just amazing. And even if, like, some of the teachers, I didn't even have their classes. Like, Ms. Merrifield and I have conversations sometimes. I've never had a class with her. And Ms. Neer is probably the teacher I'm closest with. The only class I've had with her is this last semester, a study hall, and that's it. That's the only class. But I'm still so close with these people. And even with the last few weeks of school, I started to make friends with people that I hadn't been friends with before. And if the world could be like Cypress, then everything would be great. And I know the world isn't, but you know what? We can make it that way. So let's go keep changing the world one little thing at a time. Thank you.
Hi. My speech is on my phone, so I can't really see it. Okay. So there's this common thing amongst young people on Instagram where they'll go back onto their Instagram page and they'll delete their old photographs. And I've always thought it was kind of silly because to me, every single thing on my Instagram, from embarrassing selfies to badly executed art projects, all of it is part of a story, and that story is mine. And I ask my parents all the time about their high school experience, like, how was your prom, and what was your senior quote, and, you know, what did you learn in high school? And so often the answer is, I don't remember. And I never want to remember, that's sad. I never want to forget my high school experience, because from Mr. Parker yelling hamburger at our econ class, or Miss Rankin dancing and singing in class, Miss Neer in Miss Cooper's classroom, or possibly San Francisco Giants shrine, Miss Merrifield teaching us about rainbow snakes, Miss Engstrom's circle time, Miss Mort's constant kindness and Everett's constant patience, or Daniel's odd interest in hot sauce, Megan for possibly being the coolest person that you could talk to about anything at this school, and Tony for her, like, incredible hard work. I don't think a lot of us would have even been going to college if it weren't for her. And Maria and Lisa and Linda for being the nicest people that we could ever ask for in the office. And most of all, I never want to forget the smile on Mr. Forrester's face when he would ask a student how their day was going and they would respond with a swell. I want to thank my parents for raising me to be a hard worker, and I want to thank my brother for teaching me to stand my ground no matter what. To all of my friends, you know, Sequoia, and Jack, and Michelle, and Olivia, and Casper, and all of you, I'm going to miss you guys like crazy next year. So thank you, Cypress, for making me grow, and I'll never forget you.
First, I'd like to say that I'm really glad I didn't trip. I was worried about that. First, I'd like to thank my family, who've loved me through my freshman and sophomore inks. Thank you, it was really bad. When I entered Cypress, a small 14-year-old, we had dreamed of this moment, as it seemed so far away. I'm gonna start crying, oh my God. Okay. I suppressed most of my memories from them because they were very regrettable.
But I do remember about how I was sitting in classroom with a couple of other students, and we were guessing who would be the valedictorian, and we knew it would be Phoebe. Hands down, it was Phoebe. And after Mr. Forster let me come back from my sophomore experience at a big school, we entered junior year, and it was truly amazing. We had Mr. Parker for the first time, which has lived up for its reputation from other speeches from other graduates. All of us having stories of our own. I had taken up AP art where I'd finally realized that I sucked at art. But Miss Smort would always give me her uplifting smile and tell me, "No, it looks great." We had also taken an art trip to Europe where Mrs. Moore bought me a sandwich, and where Megan and I formed Tall Girls Who Eat, where all we ate was gelato and overate. It was great. Mr. Clegg, I had your class after one day last year and I dropped it. But I'd just like to apologize about almost running you over every day in the parking lot. I don't know if you noticed, but now you know. Mr. Parker, I would tell a story, but I'm sure the rest of the senior class has got that for me. I'd also like to thank Miss Nicholson for being the best English teacher I've ever had. Oh, this is the part where I cry. Tony, the first time I met you, I didn't like you, I'm not gonna lie, but you've turned out to be the most important person in my life. Whew, here it comes. But you've helped me through high school, and I wouldn't have gone through it without you. Okay, thanks. You'll be expecting more frantic texts from me over the next 8 years, because law school, thank you. Of course, I have many more stories, and I'd love to tell them, but I'm sure it would take me over the 2-minute limit, and I know you all want to get home, and so do I. So thank you, class of 2017. It's been special. Is there anybody else who wants to say a few words? River? Okay.
Hello, thank you and welcome. I'd like to talk to you for a minute about our timeshare options. We have some lovely real estate space in the shed over here. It comes fully furnished with 2 ping pong tables that can double as beds. No, but in all seriousness, thank you for being here and listening, because statistically I'm not the one you're here to see. Like many Cypress students, I didn't start here. I didn't even know where the school was. The number one question you get asked is, where is that? And do you guys actually learn things there? Yes, I would say I've learned more here than I could have imagined possible. Many of us think of Cypress as sort of a sanctuary for the ones who decided against public school but also didn't want to go to private school. It's for those who had the courage to stand up and say, hey, I could make it at this big high school, but I just wouldn't be myself. So at least that's how I felt. And I can say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being our sanctuary and our home.
Okay, I'm probably gonna lose it up here. This was a bad idea. Okay. Okay, so how's everybody feeling? I know it's a little chilly today. Probably all like, let's get this over with. I want some cake. I want my diploma. Guess what? Everybody told me. They were like, you're gonna get inspired and you're gonna go talk, and it's happening. Okay. So I came to Cypress straight out of middle school. I just knew that I wasn't gonna survive at a big high school. It wasn't gonna happen. And I can tell you with 100% confidence, this was the right choice. I have never met so many people that genuinely care about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start crying. Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah, for real. God, I'm so sorry. You can grab all of these too. Wow, okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I guess my tears show how much this school means to me and how much everybody here means to me. All the staff and, you know, a big part of our, here, I'll go back on speech. A big part of our English department here, Jen, about 50% of it, because we only have 2 English teachers. She would ask every single morning, you know, we only had her for like a quarter, and she would ask every student, how you doing? So, Talon, how you doing? Okay, I'm stopping there. And it means a lot. The check-in every day, just, it changes your whole entire mood, and it means a lot. And Jen, I thank you from the apex of my heart. That's the bottom pointy part. Shout out to Miss Merrifield Anatomy. Parents, if your kids refuse to eat baked beans, blame Miss Merrifield. And, okay, so to one of the most important people, Tony. I have never met somebody who's been so invested in me and my future. And, thank you so much. It really means a lot. And to everybody who's just made my high school experience so fantastic. Thank you very much.
Oh, nervousness, yay. Well, let me get the pass the shakes real quick. Sorry, guys. Hey guys, welcome to GameStop. Sorry, usually when I talk to people I don't know, I'm usually at work, you know, but you aren't parents of children that want the newest game. No, you're children's of young adults graduating this year. Class of 2017, I'm glad to be graduating with all of you guys. 1 year left of high school, and I chose to come to this school over all of the choices given to me here. Coming from Florida was a way for my family and myself to create a fresh start, and I think we have achieved that. I spent my last year of high school at a really fun school, and I have made many friends here. Every teacher I've had and every friend I have made have done their part in making me feel welcome and to not feel like the new kid outcast. I appreciate everything you've all done for me. I would probably still be in a scramble trying to figure everything out, how to probably adult if it wasn't for the extra guidance from Tony and Mrs. Cooper. I wouldn't have reached out into the new ways to take photos if it wasn't for Mrs. Rankin. I wouldn't truly have enjoyed economics, government, and psychology if it wasn't for Mr. Parker. And I wouldn't have actually participated in my English class if it wasn't for Miss Nicholson, keeping me intrigued in each lesson. This has been an amazing year, and I'm extremely grateful for everything and everyone. Thank you for such a great senior year.
Hi. The only one it has to be moved up for, unless someone's wearing really tall heels. So I like Cypress, it's cool. Yeah, it's been fun being here. It's really awesome. Forster trusting me with the computers, helping me. It's pretty awesome. Daniel, thanks for, I have it, officially checking out a key from the school district to me. Yeah, it's really awesome being needed and wanting to help everyone. Mom, where are you? Can't. Oh, hi. Thanks for putting me in an awesome school. I didn't really know where I was going to high school after middle school because I wasn't really thinking about that, but you put me in an awesome school. Thank you. My teachers are awesome. I love you. And just, I'm kind of antisocial, and I've become more friends with my teachers than students. And so I'd really like to thank you for that. And yeah, I'm going to miss being pulled out of English class to get a DVD player working because substitute teachers and DVD players don't mix for some reason. Yeah. So, Cypress has been fun. Thanks. Excited for Korea.
Is there anyone else who wants to say anything? Anything at all? George, you want to come say something? George!
I feel ridiculous in this hat. I'm sure I might take it off. Just want to give some shout out to my buddies who came, Noah, Michaela, Malcolm. They've been my friends through these turbulent years. Now, when I first came to Cypress, I was deemed Forever 12 by my family. Now I'm a man. Thank you all.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. Is it gonna move? Okay. So first of all, I would like to say that I have exactly 2 jokes. So I'd like to place them well, and there's no guarantee that they're actually gonna be funny. So first of all, I'm gonna do something that's very unfamiliar to my AP English class, which is gonna be to be really short and sweet. I know it's kind of standard, but I really would just like to thank everyone, all my teachers, all my friends. I'm like shaking so much right now. Thank you for like the best 2 years. God, I'm so confused because everyone's talking. Thank you for the best 2 years of my life. It's really been incredible. I really can't say thank you enough. I came from a school where I really didn't think I would make it into college, and I was able to graduate on time this year, which has just been really special for me. So thank you so much. And also, joke number 2, you may not have caught the first one, but joke number 2 is that a wise man once said that crying is like vomiting. Once someone starts doing it, everyone starts doing it. So that's it. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to say something? Once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay. Now we will have the wonderful Miss Valerie Neer deliver the staff address.
I probably should have looked at the program. I wasn't sure when that was happening. Could you do me a favor, first of all? Could former Cypress students who are out there in the crowd, could you stand up and wave at me? I've missed you. All right. Find me later and tell me what you've been up to. I miss you. And then also, present Cypress students who came to see the graduation, could you stand up and wave at me if you're out there? Great. Thank you for coming and for showing everybody here at Cypress that you too will be doing this someday, and I will enjoy that very much. I'd also like that we have a couple of students who are helping out with sound today and other things. Karen, you set up the sound, right?
I got here at 8:15.
Okay, and I see Elliot is busy taking pictures. Thanks, Elliot. Oh, where's it? Hi, Zane. Nice. You're behind me, so I can't see you as well. All right. So I am very short, and I don't want to stand. I'm already wearing heels, and I don't want to stand on tiptoe. That might work. All right. Can everyone hear me okay? I have a bad habit of blowing into the microphone in class, and the students hate it. Show me how much you hate that.
The worst.
Okay. So I learned a valuable lesson the other day about walking into Megan's office. I said, hello, and she said, when was the last time you gave a graduation speech? In case you thought that we used a scientific method to decide who gave the staff address, I'd like you to know that it's merely being in the office when Megan is typing the program. That's all it takes. Before I really delve into the heart of my 35-minute speech, I want to say, I can't believe that so many of you used your phones. I cannot see my phone anymore unless I hold it right here. I had to print this in like 40 type, font type. And I do have a couple of quick shout outs before I really get going with the 40-minute speech I have planned. I want to acknowledge Daniel Stonebloom and Tony Bravo for their service to Cypress this year, and I want to wish them luck in the future. I'm going to miss you both. When I took this job, I had no idea that I would be here for an entire lifetime. Let me explain. When I took this job, my youngest son was barely walking. If my child care failed, I would bring him to school with me. And he would run around in his footed PJs being chased by Heather and Saki. Do you remember Heather and Saki? And now he is one of the young people that I will watch cross this stage in 4 years, well, 3 years now. And I couldn't be happier. I know that the young people he will connect with, the teachers who will guide and mentor him, and the experiences he will have here will shape him for the future in unforgettable and unpredictable ways. And every year when graduation looms like this, I am not ready. I am not ready for the school year to be over. Trust me, I have a lot of math left to go over with you. And I am not ready for my time having these young people in my life to be over. Trust me, I still have a lot about life to go over with you. A lot. Luckily, I numbered my speech. Hopefully, I numbered it correctly. A friend of mine suggested that I write a speech composed only of famous first lines. We the people. I am happy to join with you today. Tell General Howard I know his heart. What he told me before, I have it in my heart. Don't go anywhere, that's not your bell. Today it is an honor for me to be speaking again after a long time. Bonus point, seniors, if you recognized any of those speeches by their first lines. Anyone? Anyone? Justin. Today it is an honor for me to see me later. I'll tell you which one that was. See, I still have a lot of education to do with you. I think a collection of first lines is not a bad idea, since this marks a special beginning for you, a rite of passage, a beginning that you work to achieve. And as concerned adults in your lives, it has been our job to give you tools to encourage your learning, to provide you with opportunities. So I would like to close this with a quote from a much-loved book here at Cypress. The book is The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie, and I think most of you have had to read it. And this is the quote that I always love. It says, "Do you understand how amazing it is to hear that from an adult? Do you know how amazing it is to hear that from anybody? It's one of the simplest sentences in the world, just four words. But they're the four hugest words in the world when they're put together." You can do it, seniors. And I am very tall, so I'm good. Put this up there like that. Okay. She good? Okay.
Next up, we will be hearing from our valedictorian. This year's valedictorian has been a Cypress student for all 4 years, earning higher than a 4.0 GPA, and will be attending UC Berkeley in the fall. This person is an amazing human being. Please welcome Phoebe Gross.
I love you.
Love you. Okay. I wrote mine on paper as well. Good morning, fellow graduates, teachers and staff, family and friends. My name is Phoebe Lee Gross, and I could not be more honored to stand before you today as a member of Cypress Charter High's esteemed class of 2017. This is a momentous and exciting celebration. On this day, we have successfully completed 4 years of schooling. We have navigated the sometimes stormy waters of high school with ease and grace, and stand here today brimming with accomplishment. As I look out among the small sea of blue before me, I see both individual droplets and a cohesive body of water. We have each excelled and individuated in our own unique way, yet remained a steadfast member of Cypress's tight-knit community. I possess a deep gratitude for the companionship this class has given me, and overall, for the accepting, genuine, and kind atmosphere that Cypress Charter High exudes. Cypress Charter High School is no ordinary establishment. For starters, we only have 6 classrooms. Lockers? No. Endless halls? No. 10 teachers for each subject? Not a chance. While this small size may be viewed as limiting, or perhaps just a little too intimate, it has allowed Cypress to become what it is today. Cypress is a place where the teachers and staff genuinely care about their students, where they ask you how your weekend was and bug you to wear your bicycle helmet. They are accepting of anyone and everyone, and this attitude is furthered by the students. High school has a notorious reputation for tearing teens apart. At Cypress, we build each other up. It's fair to say that the teachers and staff are the heart and soul of Cypress. Over the past 4 years, they have imparted to us their knowledge with patience and kindness. They have taught us how to convincingly convey our ideas with finesse and style. They have taught us how to graph quadratic equations and introduce ourselves in Spanish. They have warned us about the dangers of chapstick and taught us how to use a credit card and survive on our own. All the while, they have made an effort to get to know us and ensure our success. Mr. Forrester, who retired last year, asked me to share my college plans with him even though he was no longer my principal, an ode to just how swell he is. Miss Neer attended my 2-hour-long dance recital after school was already out for the summer. Miss Rankin, Tony, and Megan made time to meet with me outside of school hours to help ensure I got accepted into college. To every teacher and staff member that contributes to Cypress, thank you. Cypress staff are not only invested, patient, and kind, they are certifiably hilarious. There is one moment in particular that I want to share with all of you, as I believe it truly reflects just what Cypress is. This year, in our 6-person physics class, Mr. Clegg got up in front of everyone, took a guitar pick out of his pocket, went like this and said, "Look guys, I'm picking my nose." That made me laugh for days afterward, and I made sure to remember that I would put it in this speech. Okay. Behind every valedictorian is a supportive, kind, and all-around amazing family. To my mom, dad, and brother, thank you for being there for me throughout everything. I owe much of my success to your support, kindness, and unwavering love. Mom, thank you for teaching me how to stand up for myself and for others, how to have a good laugh, and most importantly, what it means to be kind and loyal. Dad, thank you for imparting to me your love of nature, math, and science, but most importantly, your curiosity and your optimism. And lastly, to my brother Gerhard, thank you for being my best friend from the moment I was born, and for never wavering in your ability to make me laugh. Whew. I have been selected as valedictorian because I have received high grades, but in the words of my favorite literary character, Hermione Granger, books and cleverness, there are more important things: friendship, bravery. It's these 2 qualities, along with kindness, compassion, and acceptance that I have witnessed every day from my fellow graduates over the course of the last 4 years. This graduating class may be but a mere 32, I believe, but we make up for it in character. Everyone that sits before me today wearing a blue gown is kind, talented, and possesses every facility to succeed. So, with that being said, I implore everyone to get out there and find what they love. Chase what you find fascinating and learn all you can. Encourage what you believe in and change what you don't. Look at yourself, those around you, and your community as a whole and ask yourself, what can I change? What can be better? How can I make a difference? It's easy to get up. It's easy to reason that your contribution will never make a difference, but that's not true. Over the course of 4 years, I have watched the Let's Club transform Cypress into a school that no longer possesses a stigma surrounding mental illness. I have watched the QSA create an inclusive and accepting environment for all students, regardless of sexual orientation. So you see, we can make a difference. We have done it at Cypress, and we will continue to do so as we leave this ceremony and go our separate ways. As we stand here today on the precipice between adolescence and adulthood, the possibilities are endless. Stand up for what you believe in, set the example, never waver in your determination, and in the words of my favorite cartoon fish, just keep swimming. I assure you that others will follow. In the presence of everyone's kindness and acceptance, I know that I certainly have. Cypress is a wonderful place because of all of you, and as we step out into the big, wide, and wonderful world, I can't wait to see how it will grow. I am a more accepting and compassionate person, having been in your company for the past 4 years. To my teachers, the Cypress staff, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, I possess the utmost gratitude. Thank you.
Cypress staff will now call graduates to the stage for the presentation of diplomas.
Harrison Hamig Gerwin. Kieran David Wright, or Farley. It's not my fault, I'm calling both Kierans. Kieran Wright.
Hi. Oh, is this for me?
Sequoia, California Jones. Hera Ann Ladig. Charlie Kofler. I miss you too. Oh, Ryan Joseph McCloskey.
George Donovan Martitius. Rosemary Tyler. Michelle Marie Pearson.
Justin Bouchine. Lucille Annette Larson. Jared Spence.
Eva Christensen Hunt. Nicole Marie Plaskett. Tatiana Elise Ishkowski.
Jack Smetana Hansen. Nathaniel Sharon.
River Gray. Stu Miller. Jesse Tyler Camarena. Samantha May Gilbert.
Nathaniel Bruce Livingston.
Tate Christopher Smith. Talon Rue Gwendon. Chloe Noel Pryor. Alexa Kalila Davis.
Madeline Rose Partida. Brandon Alexander Allen. Phoebe Lee Gross.
Olivia Markle.
Daniel Borton.
Now, Dr. Tamara Taylor, Live Oak School District Superintendent, will now certify the graduates.
This is such a great way to end the year every year, isn't it? It's a feel-good ceremony every single time. So I'm here on behalf of the Live Oak School District Board of Trustees to announce that you are now the graduates of Cypress High School 2017.
Graduates, you may now put your tassel from the right to the left. Thank you all for coming and congratulations to the class of 2017. Say it one more time. I was saying it when everyone was celebrating. It's okay. We'll just hold on. Okay. Graduates, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Okay. Thank you all for coming and congratulations to the class of 2017.
See you later, man.
Grads and families, we're going to have cake and coffee out here in just a minute, so hopefully you need some sugar at 11 a.m.
Hold it. Just wear that on your ear so it shows you're the one that graduated.
No, where'd he go?
Look at Grandma. I know, I think they're going to do pictures probably with the graduates, so you probably should. Inside out. Inside out. Yes, it is. No, fashion statement. I want a picture of the two overall wearing boys. Stand by us. Stand by us again. Look at Grandma. Do the peace sign, Ed. Peace. Take that picture. All right. You're going to be at the house? Whatever time you show up tomorrow is whatever time we leave, so no rush. Do you want to bring your suitcase by tonight so you don't have to bring that much stuff? Okay. Just drop it off by the car or in the trailer. All right. Heck yeah. Oh, Evans, careful. Careful. All right, give Uncle Danny a high five. See you later, alligator. Congratulations. Ow. All right, let's go look for Bigfoot, Ed. Yeah, Jacob wants it. Yeah. You should have your friend sign this program. Oh, wait, you get a yearbook, don't you? Why? Ooh, I'll pay for it. I want one. All right, ready?
It's on.
Look at this. What's your number? I'm just standing here.